You're listening to Cattails.
Hello and welcome to Cattails. After almost 40 years in folk music, it's hard to believe that any band can continue to make a fresh, modern sound, but Oysterband have taken regeneration to another level. Some would even say they're only now just coming into their own. Acoustic at heart, sometimes intense, sometimes rocking, they've toured in 35 countries, won 5 BBC Folk Awards, made 12 studio albums and 1 DVD. And now they chat to me. This is the one with John Jones. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to talk to me. And here we are at the Cambridge Folk Festival 50th, which is absolutely wonderful. How does it feel to be back here?
Well, it's great. I mean, we love playing here, and to be invited back for the 50th is great. It's nice to be part of the celebration.
How many times have you actually done this? I was looking at a poster in the press office there earlier. It said the 32nd Cambridge Folk Festival, and there you were. And I thought, you've been here more than once.
We reckon it's 5 or 6, and we're not actually certain ourselves. But yeah, we've seen it over the years. So we reckon the first time was about 1987, something like that.
Oh wow! So a few changes in that time then. Yeah. Feels a long time ago. Now you've got a new album out, haven't you? The first in 7 years. Why has it taken so long to get that together?
Good point. Well, we were off doing this collaboration with June Tabor, of course.
Yes.
Which proved to be. It was great to be back with June, and it was, very successful, winning the awards and that. So, in a sense, we toured that for a year, and then the touring was so successful, we went off again with it.
Right.
So that's been part of it. So, in a sense, the other collaborations that we've been doing, that's where we've been going back into the tradition and looking at songs. The other thing was with it gets more difficult to get back into your own songwriting. So that has been on hold for a while, and we really, really felt the need to do that. But at the same time, we lost Chopper, Ray Cooper,
yes,
who went solo, and I wish him all the best. We all wish him the best in that. So that was, after so many years, that was quite a change as well. So that, in a sense, created a very fluid situation. We just felt we got to emerge. So we wanted to emerge with a strong album, which we hope we've done.
Yeah.
We also now have Al Scott playing bass, who's our producer and now our bass player, and we have Adrian Oxel, who used to play lead guitar with James, the band James.
Oh, yes.
And he's on cello.
Oh, right.
So in a sense, we've been restructuring the band.
Right.
Based around this new album.
Well, that's not an unusual story, really, is it? Because bands who've been, around a while, should we say, go through some sort of changes, obviously, naturally, as part and course of the development, don't they?
They do. But it's never easy.
No.
And when you've been together as long as we have, you do get used to working with the same people. Whether that's good or bad in the long run, I'm not quite sure. But it's change is difficult, but
yes,
it is good. It is creative. You're right. So I think a lot of good has come from it, but it was tricky to go through.
So the catalyst was Chopper leaving then? Was that, or did it start before then? What's the story?
I think the whole thing was having that success with June, where we were going out at, in a sense representing the folk rock side of what we do. And right at the height of all of that, Chopper then says that he'd like to, make a move. We just had to find, you have to dig deep.
Yeah,
what's
sure.
left in you, and so that's what we've been doing. I mean, in the sense, this is what we like doing best. We like writing our own songs.
Yeah.
And we like the creative process that's involved in that, and making albums that reflect what we think. We love traditional music, but our heart, hand on heart, our thing is writing our own songs.
Sure. But you mentioned there about the folk, haven't you? But I would say that that's only part of the story of Oysterband here, because actually you're a very eclectic mix of sounds and different styles. You're certainly the little rockier end of it all, and start to make it a little bit more exciting than just the traditional side. You've got a good mixture in there. How would you describe it all?
The difficulty. It is. I think we've always tried to pursue our own path, and our own tastes. I mean, we started life as a Cayley band, but everyone's interested in other forms of music as well.
Yeah.
And our first two drummers were real punk drummers, and so to make this music exciting was the most important thing. I can see that that's what Bellowhead are doing now, and the idea, you just play your instruments as hard as you can, you have as much fun, you develop your stagecraft, you go with it, so that whichever stage you're on, doesn't matter whether you're at a rock festival, folk festival, world music festival, you hold your own. Your music speaks, and it's got that vibrancy and that energy about it. That's where we've always been.
Sure, I think that's a wise move, because I think so many bands, particularly now, seem to lose themselves, don't they? I was talking to Fred Fairgrass not so long ago, of Right Said Fred, and he actually put out on his Facebook page just the other day about people sending him in music and saying, what do you think about it? And then they get upset when he says he doesn't like it. He said, why are you asking us? It's so bland now, just do what you want to do. Yeah. Do you find that that's the best route then, is to just express yourself in the way that you think it's best?
I think not only is it the best route, but I think it's the only route that we could have pursued.
Yeah.
I don't think big commercials. I mean, we've signed to majors twice, but it never seemed right. We didn't stay there for long. I think trying to put our music into a category and trying to put it into a genre has always been very, very difficult. And as long as we could sell albums and reach an audience and have fans, that's, we've tried to remain as independent as possible.
Genres don't matter, do they really? It's about the music and what people like to hear. It's like trying to categorise art, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. And so often, when people think you're predictable, it's those little spikes into other territories that are the best things.
Yeah, they're the exciting bits, aren't they?
Things,
yeah, they are, aren't they? So you've just, last year or a couple of years ago, June Tabor, you had the collaboration with her again, didn't you? 21 years it was between the two there again. There's a theme coming here, a bit of a pattern, John. What's going on?
To follow up. Will there have been another 20 years?
You're going to wait again.
I mean, she'd remained our friend, obviously, and we had such a intriguing time making the first one. Getting back together was a bit of a risk. One or two eyebrows were raised because we could have fallen on our backsides with it. If it hadn't been good, it is a good record.
Yeah.
And June lives near me on the Welsh border, so when we put our heads together, we've got a great collection of traditional songs in our background, in our repertoires that we call on. But for us, the intriguing thing as well, the interesting thing is trying Love Will Tear Us Apart, trying a Polly Harvey song, trying something else. We threw some weird stuff at June, and some she said, no, we're singing that, and others she just takes to. She looks at the words, she looks at the imagery, she gets inside it. We find a different way of doing it, maybe slowing it down, and she's in. That's
great, isn't it? And then, of course, it was well received. BBC Folk Awards, was it 3 or 5 you won?
4 awards.
That's incredible. How did you feel with that?
It was a fantastic evening. It was really, really good, and we just couldn't believe it. But you don't make albums to win awards, but when they do come and they're from your peers, you do take. You're very happy.
I was going to say that was what's different about the Folk Awards, isn't it? Really, the fact that it is your peers as well. That's kind of nice.
The people who pick the nominations, the ones they are not only enthusiasts, but they know a lot about it, and I think it's very honest in that way.
Yeah.
It's always difficult when someone has to win. It's the nature of the thing, there was so many good records out anyway, and but it was our turn.
That's good. After all these years of you've actually won other awards as well, haven't you? Since then, obviously, but it's nice to have that at this stage in your career, because it's another motivation to carry on, isn't it?
It's fantastic, and it's we will do one gig with June this year, but we've left it, and then it's something we can go back to if we want to.
So you've got this long established career. Where's next then? Because it must be very difficult to find it, to keep that excitement going.
Yeah, they keep asking me the next one is coming.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
7 years' time?
Yeah, there's something brewing, but it's we always ask ourselves if we have any unfinished business.
Yeah.
Okay, what would we like to do? What else is there to do? And we talk it through. At the moment, because we've got 2 new members in the band, we're enjoying just learning to play again as a live band. And that's what we're enjoying at the moment, just being a live band. And we'll go anywhere to play, and getting the enjoyment back into that. We never lost the enjoyment, but it's just we do next. We're thinking of doing some films. We haven't really done many videos and films, and we're thinking of doing that.
Nice.
So that's a possibility. Recording individual tracks. I don't know. Something will come up.
Something will come up, won't it? That's terrific. Just in the subject of, you mentioned Wales there. I know that you're learning to speak Welsh. How's that going?
Not at the moment.
Is it not?
It stopped. I'm shocking with languages. I set out to learn them and I never follow anything through. My Welsh teacher's very upset.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, I've been in touch for quite some time.
Oh dear.
So it's on
slowly. It's coming slowly.
Yeah.
What's Welsh for slowly? Is that bad?
It's that bad.
Oh dear, bless you. Well, I will leave you because I know that you've got to get ready to go on stage, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. But thank you very much for speaking to me, John, and it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on stage.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You've been listening to Cat Tales. To listen again to this and other tales, go to cattales.co.uk.